Hello everyone, Rich here, back for part 4 of this SS Rex tutorial. Today's focus will be the ship's top superstructure, deck houses, funnels, forecastle details, and anything else I can think of along the way. We're going to focus on the top deck houses first, so we're going to go down to the front, the very front of the top deck that we built previously, so this wall, this bridge deck here. We're going to build the wheelhouse first, so if we go to the front wall, this area here, we've already built the raised wall on this area here, so that's fine. We're just going to add the windows first. So we're going to add, on top of the wall, we're going to add 9 windows, and they're 2 blocks high. So I put a central window like that, 2 blocks high, and then we're going to put 4 windows either side. So we'll leave a gap, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 that side, and then 4 the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we are. There's our windows. And then we have the pillars in between and to the sides. So put them in there. Like so. And there we go, there's our windows laid out like that. And then behind the side pillars, I'm going to build the sides. Where do we go? We go for this. This is an awkward shaped deck house as well, so it goes left, out, in, out, around, and then all things like that. Anyway, for the sides, we want to go 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 back like that. And then into 1, 2, and then back 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, 1, 2, back 3, 1, 2, 3, in 2, 1, 2, back 2, 1, 2, and then in 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and colour block them out the centre. There we go. So you can see it's an awkward shape. It's a bit like one of those. Anyway, do the same on the other side. So back 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 2, 1, 2, back 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, out 2, and then back 3, 1, 2, 3, in 2, 1, 2, back 2, 1, 2, and in 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. There we are. So you can see it's one of those sort of shapes. And then what we want to do then is build them all to 4 high. So 4 high except over the front of the windows. Don't do that just yet. Just build the rest of the walls to 4 high. And this will take a couple of minutes for me to do that. So we're already this early into the next video, and I'm already needing to use World Edit, but I'm not going to just yet. I'm going to do this as much as I can freehand, because I know for some people World Edit and the modding editing tools that I use are a dirty word for some people, and they don't like me using them. Might need to get a new mouse soon. Doing these tutorials is wearing it out. It's like watching porn, really, and you go buy yourself a left-handed mouse. Enough of the crap jokes. I know people of a certain age do watch these videos, so they, there we go. So anyway, there's our walls built up like that. And then around the front of the window, you just want to build an overhang. So build onto the pillars and then over the windows like that, by 1 block, like so, and then go inwards 2, 1, 2, and then inwards 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, sorry, and then inwards to the centre, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, across to the other side. Do the same on the other side, out, forward 2, in 4, like that. Basically, just as long as your windows are overhanging by 1 block like that, or your window overhang, or whatever the hell it's called, the front bloody, that overhang thing over the windows like that, and it should look something like that. Right, and then for the roof is basically just wood, so just go on the inside and fill this whole area in with wood like so, like that. I will use World Edit for this bit just to save it a few seconds, so I just use fill wood by 200, and that fills in the wood like that, and that's the deck all done like so. And then before we add the doors and windows, what we're going to do in the gap here, after the row of 6 and it goes in 2, you want to put a staircase in here. So along the top block here, just in the corner, remove that, and then we'll put stairs going down, like so. And then we'll do the banisters and things, so 2 up, 2 up, 2 up like that. So there's your stairs in that corner. And then stairs in the other side. So remove that block, and then stairs going down, like so. The blocks underneath and the banisters. And there we go. There's that thing done there. And then for the doors and windows, what we'll do is just add a window to the side. So side pillar, just add a window like that, and then a pair of doors, and then just go to the side wall here, which is a row of 3 or 4. Just put a 4 square window like that. And there we go, that's really all you need. There isn't a lot of detail you can add to this deck house because of the wall shape. So I just do the other side quickly. And then do the other window there like that. And here you go. You can probably do the same across the back as well. I'm just going to put single windows every other block, or every 2 blocks, or every 3rd block rather, like so. There we go. There's our windows like that. And like I say, this is a very basic deck house. There isn't really much to go on. Look at the prototype. What we need to do then, the last job for it is to add the handrails, and the handrails are literally just iron bars. And we'll put those all the way around, like so. Now normally what I do now is when I get to the when the handrail ends, what I do, the last block of the handrail, I put a white block there like that, so the handrail attaches to something. That's what I do now. So where the handrails end at the top of the stairs, just put a block to mark the ends. Or you can just leave them bare, it's up to you. This is just something that I do. And then do the same the other side. And there we go, there's deck house number 1 done, which is literally the wheelhouse. And there we go, it gives you an idea how tall this thing is. I mean, the hull of the ship was fine, but when you look at the superstructure on top, she's a very tall ship. Not the prettiest, but you know, it's one of those. So that's that deck house done. There's 2 more deck houses to go. So we're going to go behind the ship's wheelhouse here. We're going to go to the back wall. And for the next deck house, we're going to leave a 3 block gap. So count 4 blocks back from the centre. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And put our centre block there for the next deck house. And this deck house, the front wall is 15 wide. So that is 7 either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that way. And then the sides are 24 back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And then out 3. 1, 2, 3. And then back 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And then in 3. 1, 2, 3. And then back 14. Is it 14 or 19? 19, sorry. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. And almost to the back, very back end of the deck house itself. So do the same on the other side. Love this job. Right, so what was it? It was 16, wasn't it? No, 24, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I won't bother counting that, I just measure it to the other side. So it's out 24 back like that. And then out 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 16. At least, the good thing about this, I can use the lines on the deck to count the blocks. So you can see they all line up in the right place. So it's 16 back. And then in 3, 1, 2, 3, and then back 19, sorry. So yeah, I know people complain that my decks are going the wrong way. They are going the wrong way, but it's just the way I built them. But it's also quite handy when I'm building ships that I can see things in the distance and compare them to the other side using the lines. Very handy. Okay, so that's the both sides done, and then across the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So the centre block, will put a marker there like that, and there we go. There's that deck house done like that, and it should look something like that. Kind of, I think it's symmetrical both sides, or is it? Not quite, not quite, not quite. Anyway, that's that deck house laid out, and then you just want to increase those walls to 4 high, so 2, 3, 4. And I will use World Edit for this one just to build the walls up. So it's 4 high all the way around. So set courts. So 4 high all the way around. Like so. It'll just take a little while to get used to this. Missed it. That one. Yeah, so 4 high on all sides. Like so. Like so. And then lastly at the other side. And there we go, there is our walls all complete. They're all built to 4 high like so. And then for the deck on top you just build the wall inside not the walls, but inside the walls, like so, like we did on the previous deck. Just add the, or previous deck house rather. So just fill in the deck like so, and this will go from the front to the back. So I shall stand here and use the fill tool again. So this will take literally no time. There we go. So there's the deck all filled in like so. So that's that one done. And then for the doors and windows, it's literally the basics of basics. So what we'll do, we'll put a pair of doors at the front like so, and then do as many windows as you wish. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 windows. And then we'll put a door there, or a pair of doors. And then I'll put a couple of windows around the sides. So on the side we do. So that's 1 window, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 windows there, and then around to the other side. And basically just add windows for the rest of it really, because it is literally just the most basic of basics for me. I'm not doing anything realistic to the real ship. I'm just doing whatever I do. So there's all the windows there, and then across the back as well. May as well. So there's one side done, and it should sort of look something like that. Like I said, I'm just doing the windows to my own specification. I'm not doing anything to sort of change history or whatever, or make it as accurate as possible. I'm just doing the most random stuff windows wise. The deck houses are the right dimensions, but the or best dimensions, but there we go. So I'm just going to copy those windows to the other side quickly. And there we go, there's our doors and windows that side. For the front wall, you can add windows as well, but I'm just going to leave them blank for now because they're not really going to be missed or seen, so I'm just going to leave those windows out. There will be a funnel that goes on top of there, and then the next deck house we're going to build, there will be the other funnel. So as you can see from the prototype of the distance, the funnels are 2 different heights. They're they're the same height, but they're 2 different shapes. One is on a deck higher, one is on a deck lower, so that's what we have there. 2 different funnels, which I'm not looking forward to doing. Anyway, what we'll do now, we'll go down to do the next deck house now. We're going to go behind the all the deck houses that we've built previously. So all the deck houses there, we're just going to go behind all of that now. So between these 2 staircases here, this is behind the deck house we just built basically, and down below that. We're going to go to that, and we're going to go from the centre block and go to the 7th block back from the centre. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And put our next deck block there. And this deck house is literally a rectangle, and it is 15 wide. So that's 7 either side again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that way. And then the sides are 36. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Like so, and then do the same on the other side. So it's 36 long for all the deck houses. Or both sides of the deck house. And then across the back. Like so, and then put a centre block if you need to. So there we are, there's the deck house done like that. And then it's the same, actually this one's taller. This is 5 blocks high, so 2, 3, 4, 5. Build it 5 blocks high all the way around, and everything should be hunky-dory. So I just quickly get the quartz thing. So I'm using welded it again, but just quickly. So this one is, like I said, this is 5 high all the way around. And it should all match out quite neatly. And this will support funnel number 2. So there's our deck house done there like so. And then like before, we just go on the inside and add the wood like so along the top. And I shall stand here and use the same again. So I shall use fill wood again. There we go. Just love cutting corners. There we go. So there's our deck house done there. And then for the windows, it's basics again. So if we just put windows all along the side, every other block basically. So window, 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 and you get the idea where this is going. So windows all along the sides, and then you can put doors on the back wall, like so, either side, and then put a few windows in between. And then same up the other side, so do the windows the same as we did on the other side. So just quickly do this. Probably the most boring job going, this is, but there we go, there we are. So that's those doors and windows done, that deck house done like that, so that is that job done there. So what I'm going to do now, I'll quickly have a look at what we've just done. And the main silhouette of the superstructure is all done, and it don't look too bad. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do another jump cut while I work out what I'm doing next. And then we can move on, so yeah, back in a moment. Okay, back again. So what we're going to do now is move on to building funnel number 1. I'm going to do each funnel separately because they're two different sizes. So we'll do funnel number 1 first. So we'll go to the deck house behind the wheelhouse. So there's a wheelhouse there. Go to the deck house behind that. And on the front portion of it, so front wall here, centre block, we're going to go to the second block back on the wood. So 1, 2, and build our funnel there. So build the front of the funnel 3 wide, like so. And then we want 3 rows of 2 out. So 2, 2, 2, like that. And then the other side 2, 2, 2, and then we want back 2, 1, 2, back 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then same the other side, so back 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And then we want to build the funnel curving back inwards, 4 rows of 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2. Same the other side, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 2, and 1 in the middle, like that. There we go. So there's our funnel design shape like that. The teardrop shape is what we want. Something like that. So that's the funnel done there. Just look at the prototype quickly to make sure I've got the dimensions right, because majority of the time I don't. And yep, that's fine. I just want to make sure the funnel is the width, almost the width of the deck house. So that's fine. So now what we want to do now is check my notes, and then what we're going to do then is to build the white up, so, or the white and the red basically. So if we go from the center, we're going to go up this point here, we're going to go up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, behind that 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and then the red on top 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. And that's the dimension that we want, that's the design that we want. So it's up 6, 7, 3, and then 4 red. And you're going to want to do that same design on all of the blocks that I want to point to. So from there, 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 and there, same design on those blocks there. And then on the front of the 4 and the 4 there. And then on the back of all the 4s, there, 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 and across the back there. So do that same design up 6, 7, 4, or 6, 7, 3, then 4. I'll do a few as I can. Like I said, it's the same design all the way around on those blocks I just mentioned, so I should do one side possibly. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll tweak the design because there's going to be a slant at the top. Then we just get as much done as I can. I'll say it's a bit awkward to do. Well, not awkward, just remembering all the bloody bright blocks for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I'm on the outside edge. So, ooh. So there's the front portion done. You can see it's shaped like that, and you do the same design on the back of each row, like so. Normally would use world edit for this, but I'm not going to, and I've screwed up there as well. 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. then the last rows. Like that, and then across the back as well, so across the back. Like so. And there we go, so there's one side of the funnel done, and it should look something like that. So what we'll do now is just fill in the gaps we can. Like I said, I've only done one side, the other side I'll do off camera or do a copy paste, but just go on the inside now. Like we did with the ship's hull, just fill in the gaps like so. The white and the red. So it takes a little bit of time to do. Pain in the bum doing this. No, so I'm going to do a, well, is it worth doing a jump cut? Yeah, I'm going to do a quick jump cut while I fill this in. Actually, I'll do the other side as well, and then we'll move on to getting the design sorted out. So back in a moment. Okay, so there's funnel number 1 filled in, and it should look something like that. The cylinder slanted slightly, looks something like that on both sides. There we go. So that's the funnel done so far. So what we're going to do now is to cut the slants at the top. So we're going to go to the side, look at this funnel side on, and we're going to leave the first 8 blocks. So looking from the side, we're going to count back 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then from the 9th cut 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then after that we're going to cut 8, which is 2 blocks high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and across to the other side. So that's one side done like that. And you want to do the same with the red underneath. So where the red drops in height at the top, you're going to replace that down below. So replace the white with the red. So we want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that, and then 2 blocks underneath the next row. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that, and there we go. There's the red dropped. Like so. Can't really tell from certain angles, but it's dropped. I'll do the same the other side, may as well. So leave the first 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and remove 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8's already done. And then replace the ones underneath. So where it drops, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and across the back. There we go. And there's the funnel design done like so. And then we're going to add a green stripe again, which will follow the contours underneath. So again, our green. I'm not sure what green did I use. I think I used dark, well, not dark, but sort of a green of such. Green terracotta I'll use. Why not? So I just go from the center, 1 block of white and then 1 block of green, like so. So green there. And I just follow the contours of the red. So wherever the red drops, we'll drop the green. So just build the white in there like so. So you've got a stripe right in like that, and then you're going to drop the green just where the red drops by 1 block. So just so the green has a white block between it and the red at all times. So just follow the contours like so. A bit confusing, I understand, but there there's the green going along, and then do the same at the next piece. Drop it by 1 like so, and there we are. There's our green stripe added, and it don't look too bad. Could be better, I know, but you know, they'll just do the same the other side. Like so. Oh, missed 1 block actually, don't want that one there. And then drop the green. Oh, keep doing damage. down one again. And across the back. And there we go. So there's funnel number 1 almost done. And it don't look too bad. Look across to the prototype. Yeah, not too bad. We're going to add some black details to the front now. So if we go front center and 1 block below the green. So, well, 1 block below the white. So you got green and then white and then 1 below the white and 1 to the side. We're going to cut 4 blocks and replace with black. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. So it's 4 blocks, like so. Then the same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So 2 sets of 4 like that. And then you want 2 more of those down below again. So 2 more rows of 4 underneath, separated by a block. Like so. So there's 3 that side. So kind of like a dice basically. So it's 6 dots basically. And then down again. There you go, you just want 4 blocks times 6 at the front like so. So you can see it's, you got the green stripe and a white block and then the 4 black blocks. White stripe, 4 black blocks, white stripe, 4 black blocks. And that's the design on the front. And that's how it should in theory look. So that's that, and then we're going to cover the top of the funnel. Did I do this on the prototype? I can't actually remember. Yeah, I did. So it's basically just cover the top of the funnel with black. Just to cover it all off, just because it's so empty in here. So inside the top of the funnel, either do it from the top or 1 below the top. I'll do it from 1 below. So 1 below the top, just add a black cover to the funnel like so. And then where it drops at the top as well, do that as well. And then do same again, so how far that go up. And there we go, there's the cover done there for the funnel. And it don't look too bad. Did I leave a block out? Nope, that's fine. You can add some little tubes, little bits on the top as well for funnel dispensers, not dispensers, but funnel exhaust slots, if you know what I mean, sort of like that, but that's just basic. One last job for this funnel is to add the vents on the sides. So if we go to the back of the funnel, and we go 1 forward of the end, here's the back, and go 1 forward to this block here, so where the last row of 4 is. From there we're going to build out 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4 out, like that. And then same the other side, so 1, 2, 3, 4 out like that. From the back of the funnel, and then you're going to go forward 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that is 6 high, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then build that 6 high square like so. And the back wall here like so. So there we go, got sort of a back box like that. And then with quartz slabs, should put quartz slabs on the top like so. And then just look at the prototype to make sure I get this right. And then the top we just cover up with slabs against the funnel like that. And then on the inside we'll just add black concrete to make it look dark in there, or like it's a piece of mechanics covered up. This will be the vent, so you just add slabs to it to make it look more venty than it really is. There we are, there's that bit, and then we just add slabs to create slots. And there we go, so you've got slots there like that. And then the back wall here, just cover that up like so. And there you go, there's the vent on that funnel. So I do the same on the other side, because there's 2 on each, or 1 on each side. So I've done the 4 out, and then forwards, what was it, forward 8 on it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 6 high. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then back again. Like so, and then the slabs on the top. Slabs to call the covers. And there we go. And then the black bits inside. And then slabs on the inside. And there we go, it sort of looks like that. And then the back will fill in with white, and the funnel should look like that from the back. Kind of looks a bit odd. And there we go, there's funnel number 1 done. There's quite a bit of complex detailing and design for this thing, but it works. It works, and that is funnel number 1 done. There will be a vent that goes on the front, but that is sort of a separate device. More detached to the deck house rather than the funnel, but there we go. So that's funnel number 1 done. Funnel number 2 will follow the same sort of principles, but to be taller. So I'm going to do a jump cut now while I work out the dimensions for that. And then we shall move on to that. But a quick look around the funnel anyway. And she don't look too bad. But there we go. So like I say, I'm going to do a jump cut now while I sort that out. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. Now before we move on to funnel number 2, we're going to add a vent to the front of funnel number 1. So go to the deck house that the funnel number 1 sits on, and on the front corners we're going to add a vent going up. So on each corner go up 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the other end as well do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4 like that. And then behind each pillar do 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 3, 1, 2, 3, and 2, 1, 2. Same the other side. Up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Like so, and then join them together across the front like so. There we go, and then we can add lines across the top, just joining them all together, and then the rest of them will join to the funnel itself. So the row of 3, build that in, and that will connect to the funnel, like so, and then the row of 2 below, like that, and then build underneath to connect it all up. Like so. So that's one side done like that. It'll look like that. So it's attached to the funnel. Do the same the other side. So the row of 3, like that, and then the row of 2, and then underneath the row of 2 like that. And there we go. There's our vent done. And then what we do then is to add black blocks on the inside to create the vent, the black part of the vent, like we did on the vents on the side of the funnel. Just fill this all in with black, like so, and then using quartz slabs add the vent grooves, like so. And then underneath. There we go, there's the vent done on the front there. Now what we'll do, move on now to funnel number 2. So we'll go to the deck house down a deck, so the deck house there where funnel number 1 is, and then go down to the deck house down here, and then we go to the, I don't know actually, I've not written, oh it's a 7th back, sorry, 7th back on the wood. So we go on the wood 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and put our block there. So that's where our funnel will begin, and it's the same dimensions at the bottom as the first funnel, so it's 3 wide like so, and then out 2, 2, 2 each side, 2, 2, 2, oh, like that, and then back 2, 1, 2, and then back 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then curving inwards 4 rows of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, and then the same the other side. So back 2, back 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then curving in 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, and 1 in the centre. There we go. So there's funnel number 2's foundations done. Now the funnel height itself is different because it's on a lower deck, but the funnel should end up being roughly the same height. As you can see, they're just different height at the bottom. So let me just get my notes and we shall move on. Bear with me. Right, so for building this one, it's similar to the previous one. So on all the sections again, what we want to do is build up this time 7. So from the centre, go up 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then behind that 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then in red 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it should bring it roughly the same height as the previous one. You can see maybe a block or 2 out, but that's about right. So that's the same design you're going to want all the way around. So like we did before, you're going to put that same design, that 7, 8, 4, 4 on all the blocks shown. So put it on that block, there, and there. And then the back half, there, and there. So you can do that same design on those blocks just shown on both sides. So what I'm going to do a jump cut because it's exactly the same thing. I'll do a couple anyway, but it's going to be exactly the same thing as we did on the first funnel, just slightly higher. So I'll do the first couple of rows like so, and then I'll do the jump cut because it's very boring what I'm doing, and I'm just explaining it. I'm not very good at explaining it, and sometimes doing it is better than explaining it, but I don't want to explain it and have to do it all. If you know what I mean, because it's kind of soul destroying really, having to do this constantly. But I do the first few rows, you can sort of understand what I'm doing. But there we go, so there's the first few done. So I'll do a jump cut while I sort the rest, so back in a moment. Okay, back again. So there's the funnel built up in its required dimensions. So what we're going to do now is, like we did on the previous one, we're going to add the slant at the top, slant below, and the other details as well. Slightly different, I think, some of the details, but majority of the colours are all the same. So the top slant is the same. So it's leave 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then remove 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 8 below. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. And then we'll add the colours underneath. So leave 8 and add 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, and 9, and replace the damage. And then 2 below. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like that. And there's one side done like that. You can't see the other side because it's in the way, but there we go. And then you got the green stripe, which is 1 down from the middle, 1 down from the red. So start from the middle and just add the green going around, following the contours of the red. And then we just drop down 1 wherever the red drops down. Confusing as hell when you're trying to explain it, but I'm just doing this as best as I can. And then drop down again around the back. And there we go, there's our green stripe added. So that's one side of the funnel done. And what I'll do, I'll copy that now to the other side. I don't want to have to do everything by hand. I'm just going to weld it at the other side so it's all symmetrical, the best I can do. So I just quickly copy, flip, and then paste. And that's both sides of the funnel done, minus the middle, which is still too high. Bonk, bonk, and in the middle there, down there, there we go. So there's the red done. And there's the green of our funnel done, and the slant done. And then on the front again, we add the 6 black blocks which go on 1 below, start in the middle, at the front, below the green. So 1 below the green, 1 to the side. We add 4 blocks of black, like so. And then 1 down from there, add 4 more. And then 1 down again, add 4 more. And there we go, so that's one side, just do the same on the other side of that. And then down again. And there we go, there's our 4 blocks done there. And then you got the vent on the back, which I think is the same, starts in the same place. Yeah, it does. Okay, so I'll start at the back again. So where you got the row of 3 on the back here, go to the row of 2 just in front of that here and go out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then forward 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I think it's up 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. So it should be 6 high in total. and then we just add the frame, so back again the same dimensions. So you've got a sort of 3D box there on the back, like so. And then they add the black on the inside. Oop. Like that, and then the vents grill like so. There we go, and also the slabs on the top as well. Add the slabs around like so, and then cover up the exposed part like so. There we go. Oh, on the back part as well. Cover that up. There we go, there's one vent done. I did the other side, may as well, waste a bit of time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, forward 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then build the rest up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then join them all together at the top. Fill in the back wall. Add the slabs around the top. And then the black on the inside. And replace any damage you do along the way. There we go. And there's those vents done there. And that is pretty much funnel number 2 done. Like I say, it's slightly taller than the other one, but of course it's on a deck lower, so it levels up the height. And there we go, there's the 2 funnels in situ. Not brilliant, not perfect, but it will do. And also I've not done the top, have I? So I'll keep banging on about it being done. I've not done the top, so the top is basically the same cover as before. I hate doing this stuff, but it's all part of tutorial making. Someone said, I think Pipkin said, this stuff is soul destroying when you're doing it. It's not too bad, but then again, I'm not doing 60 odd videos for one ship, so slightly better off than that, but it still kind of gets you down a bit. And talk about soul destroying, Bree's doing the Hogwarts Castle, and that's kind of taking a bit of a back step so far, because that is a long build. So she ain't what I say she's doing it. She's trying to follow it, which is hard enough. I wouldn't bother trying to build that sort of thing. But yeah, it's kind of taking a back step right now. Anyway, there we go. That is the top done, and as before, like I did on the previous one, just add a couple of exhaust vents. Like that, just basics, and there we go, there's funnel number 2 done, and there's both funnels in situ. And like I was saying, not brilliant, not perfect, but it's gonna have to do, because I ain't doing no more. But anyway, that's the funnels done. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do another jump cut while I work out what to do, and then I shall return in just a moment. So back in a few. Okay, back again. So what we're going to do now is move on to some smaller details. These will go down in front of funnel number 2. So we're going to build a skylight first. So we're going to go to the front wall, well, just in front of the second funnel. So funnel number 2 is there. So we'll go to the front wall of the deck house it supports on. And what we're going to do, put a block on the front there like that. And then we're going to build it 11 wide, so it's 5 either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. And then the sides are 6, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Same the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now the back 2 blocks here, we're going to build them to 4 high, so 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, so those last 2 blocks there. Same the other side, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And then we can build them in to attach to the other side, so build them all to 4 blocks high as well. Like that. And now the things are going to go up in slabs. So the first block on the front, in each corner, you're going to leave that blank, or is it blank? I think it's actually got a slab on it. I'm going to go to the prototype a second now, because I've screwed this up. Oh, I've not screwed it up, I just can't remember what I'm doing. Always good, isn't it? Remember, it is Sunday, so, you know. Yeah, we want slabs on it, okay. So, what we want slabs. So, go from the corners, the front corners. Front corner here, we want a slab. So, slab there, and then behind that, a block. And then behind that, another block with a slab on top. And then behind that, 2 blocks. And then behind that, 2 blocks with a slab on top. There you go. So, it's block with a slab, 2 blocks, 2 blocks with a slab, 3 blocks, 3 blocks with a slab, and then the 4 high bits. Like that. So, do the same on the other side. So, slab in a block with a slab, and then two blocks, and then 2 blocks with a slab, or 3 blocks with a slab, whatever. So it's a block. Oh, whatever. I don't know. Just copy what I did. So there you go. Look at that, and copy that. There we go. I'm done with this. I keep screwing up. Anyway, what we'll do now, we're going to build a sort of checkered design. So build the slabs across the front, and then slabs basically every section where there's slabs, just build slabs across, going across, because it's going to be a sort of checker sort of shape thing like that. So you've got 3 bars going across like that, and then what we want then is to sort of build it, like I said, it's sort of not quite a checkerboard, but sort of every other block, you just put a block, so it sort of creates an open skylight like that. So do the same on the next row. So it's just as long as every area has a cover on it. It sort of looks like that. So you can see it's got square windows in each section. It's hard to explain. As long as you've got the 2 bars of slabs going across like so, then you can just put blocks attached to them in the gaps like that. This is only a basic. Honestly, it's only basic. You can't get any more basic, but there's the basic gist of what I've done, and it's very plain, if you know what I mean. But that is that skylight there on the thing there. And like I say, it ain't pretty, but it'll do for now. Anyway, what we're going to do now is move on to some more vents. So we're going to need some court stairs for these. And what we're going to do is the deck house that's right in front of where the second funnel is. So the second funnel deck house is there, and then you've got this deck house here. On the back corners, these corners here, what we're going to do is build 4 blocks, so 2 out like that, directly parallel with the back wall. And then you're going to build these to 7 high, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. And then on the back wall we'll add stairs going forward like so, and then blocks behind that, and then stairs again like so, and then on the front we'll add 4 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And it creates a sort of tall vent design like so. So that's that one now. I do the same the other side, so it's 2 out again, so 2 out, 7 high, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then slabs on the back, front, whichever, stairs rather than blocks there, and then stairs again, and then on the front 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks like that. And there we go, there's our sort of vent thing there. And you imagine with modern Minecraft you can probably put something on the front there to make it look like there's an opening there, or I see some people use trapdoors for this sort of thing. Let's try it. You can do that, I suppose, and put some trapdoors on it. Makes it look like it's a sort of a grill on there. Not brilliant, not perfect, but it will does. Yeah, it'll do, wouldn't it? It's like a window or a vent thing. So that's that thing done there like that. And now what we're going to do now, another bit of detail. I'm just trying to look at the prototype now, actually. What we can do now is add the handrails around the bridge, or from the bridge wings now. So if we go and get our handrails, which are iron bars, from the back of the bridge wings now, so the bridge wings go in back toward the deck here. What we can do now is just add the handrails there. And these will go right around the deck now, so you can just build these all the way around. And where they end, you can put a block like so. And then we can just go right round the deck house like so. I'm going to try and do this as quick as I can. Say as quick as I can, as quick as the game will let me. Missed one. La 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 la. Oh, getting in the way of the vent. And then around the back like so. Put a block at the top there and there. And then across to the other stairs. A block there and there, and then round to the other side. And a block there and then around the bridge area. Can't help when I look at this ship now how ugly that bridge section is, but you know, it's the thing. Anyway, there's the there's the handrails done there, and it don't look too bad. Definitely got the profile of the ship coming along quite nicely, but a little bit more detail to come on now. So just going to add another skylight. So if we go behind funnel number 2 now, behind that deck house, and we're going to go to the centre block on the wood below, so down to this block here, and we're going to count to the 28th block back, so 28 back, so there's the first block there. And we just want to go 28 back. So that's 20, 25, 26, 27, 28 there. So 28 back. And we're going to build our skylight, which is 9 wide. So that's 4 either side. So 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4 that way. And then the sides are 16. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. As you can see, it goes up over that lip at the back there. So do the same on the other side, 16, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and then across to the other side. And then the bits which don't go over the lip, you can double that in height to 2 blocks high, so that it's all the same height all the way around. Oh, so there we go, there's our skylight thingy, what's it done there. And then on the front and back walls, you're going to want to add a line of 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 5 on top of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Just so it creates the pyramid shape of the skylight. So do the same on the back wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll add a spine down the middle. The spine can be 2 or 1, either 1 or 3 blocks wide. Is up to you, but I'm going to build it just 1 wide. And then we'll add 2 blocks out every other block to create a sort of spine, rib cage sort of thing. Like that. And do the same on the other side. This is not exactly the same as I did on the prototype. The prototype one was just sort of a mishmash, but this one I'm just going to sort of simplify it. For this one, so there's your ribs added. Now you can add the stairs to attach to them every other block. Like so. Like I say, I'm just doing this as a simplified version compared to the one on the prototype, which is a bit, if you know what I mean. Kind of a bit like an angry grandpa fart, if you know what I mean. They're still relevant, aren't they? Anyway, there we go. So there we are. There's our skylight done there like that, and it don't look too bad, do it? No, that's right. So that's that skylight done. And then either side of the skylight on this lip here, which goes up a block, we can remove 2 blocks. And then replace them with stairs. There is our stairs there. So put a stair block there and a stair block there. And there we go. So it's access up to the top now. And then do the same on the other side. Blump, blump, bump, bump. There we go. So there's our detailing done there like that. There will be more detail to go on here. I'm not sure whether to add the tennis courts and things, because they're literally just lines, and I only did them at random because I didn't know what else to put there. But I think I may just leave them bare. But you know, I will show you how they're meant to look. There's a few lights that go up there as well, but the tennis courts and things, or whatever they are, you can sort of see I did them like that. There's the skylight, if you know what I mean. There's a bit of detailing different. But here's the tennis court and the other thing. You can see that they're not very well laid out, and you know, it's up to you if you want to build them. I think I'll just leave them out because, well, you know, it's randomised, but hey ho. So that's those 2 things. If you want to copy those things, I'm just going to leave them out, I think. But anyway, that's the little detailing done there. What I'm going to do now, I should do another jump cut while I move on to something else. So back in a moment. Okay, back again. So what we're going to do now is move on to the ship's masts and forecastle details. So we're going to do the stern mast first. So we're going to go right to the back end of the top superstructure. So you've got this deck house here with the 2 staircases going out, so right at the back almost. Basically there's the skylight we just built, so we're going to go to the end here of the deck and go 1 block or 2 blocks forward, so you've got a 1 block gap, and we're going to build across there. I'm going to use yellow terracotta for this one. So the mast we go build across, like so, for our mast, right on the edge of the deck, like so. And then you're just going to build from the front of the mast, build up 3 rows of, or build it 3 rows of 20 high. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So 20, 20, 20. And then about 5 down from the top. Build out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 4 rather, and then a black block in the end. For the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a block there, and then go about 4 or 5 down again and build out 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a block again. So I'm just doing these at random. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then another block there. So you can space these out differently if you want to, but these are just my random things. So there's your mast almost done. So what we'll do now, go back down to the cross. Then from the back of the cross, you just build up till you connect to the bottom of the top 20. Top row of 20. So just build straight up. Like so. So that's the back of the mast. And then the sides, you just build these two, each side to 20 high. So it's the same height as the front part. There we go. So that's one side. And then the other side. And there we go. There's our mast done. And that's the back mast done. And don't look too bad. So now we move down to the front. And we're going to add the front mast first. So fly all the way down to the front. And you need to pick where the mast goes, because it goes on the middle deck. So you got so you got the forecastle deck there, and you got 3 tier going up. So 1, 2, 3. You want to go to the middle one, so on number 2. And then it is 1 block back, or 1 block gap back from the front. So 1 block gap, and then build across again, like so, on the middle like that. And it's the same again, 3 rows of 20 up. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And it's sort of the same again, so 3 or 4 down from the top. Build out 5, 4, whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4. A black block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Black block, and then same again below, 5 out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Block there, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a block there. There we go. So there's that mast being done. So just the same process as we did on the front, on the back. Sorry, build all the rows up to their corresponding area. So the back part up to the bottom of the top 20 area, to there like that, and then the 2 side rows up to 20 high. And then the same the other side. And there we go. So that's that deck mast done there. There will be handrails that go on these decks soon, but we'll do those at a later date. But what we're going to do now is to add some detailing. So we're going to go down to the front, down to the forecastle deck, and on the front wall here of the first deck. So you got the forecastle here, then you got the front wall here. You can add some windows to these doors or windows to these walls. So I get my doors first. So I put a door each side of the center, like so, and then get our windows, and just put a few windows in. So I just put single windows in. I don't have the full dimensions of what to put in, but I'll put just a few single windows in like that. And then same the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, so 4 windows each side. That'll do. Yeah, don't look too bad, do it. So next job I want to do now is to start the detailing. So get down to the front wall, and on the deck we're going to count to the 5th block forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we're going to put a skylight. So centre block there, and the skylight is 5 wide. So that is 2 each side, like that. And then the sides are 6 forward, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and across the front. And this one is 3 high, so build that 3 high all the way around. And then we just add a cover, which is literally just blocks to create a sort of an opening like that. So there's your skylight like that, and then each side you want to put a mech. Now these mech things, if you're familiar with my builds, are just a collection of black blocks which are for connecting the rigging and things. So I put on the side, I put two blocks like that, so you can see them like that, and then 1, 2, 3 to connect them up, so it's like that. There's basically just representation of what mechanical pieces there are. So 2 there, and then 3 across like that. So that's literally what they are. You can see them on the real ship. They're sort of pulleys and things, but I just build these sort of things to represent those. So yeah, that's what those things are. And then after that, skylights, we want to go and go from the front of the skylight, and we're going to go to the 6th block forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we're going to build a box, which is, I would say it's a deck house, but it's literally just a box. So it's 11 wide, so it's 5 each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that way. And then the sides are 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then across the front. And this is 3 high again, so 3 high all the way around. And like I say, it's literally just a box. There we go, and then the roof. And there we go, that is our box done. So that's that, and then either side of that there's going to be cranes. So if we go down to the side of the box itself, and we're using yellow, we go to the third block out. I'm trying to work it out. I think it's 2 blocks out from the side of the box. So centre side block, go out 2 to the 3rd block basically, and then build our crane there. The crane is 11 high, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus a cross at the top, like so. And then the arm for the crane going forward and back, go to the 3rd block up, so this block here, and we're going to build 3 rows of 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then a black block inside like that. Same on the other side, on the back of it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a black block there, and that's the crane sort of thing. What I did on the prototype, I did use iron bar to create the rigging. Now you may want to replace those black blocks, so if we do the rigging like I did on the prototype, so start below the cross at the top and just add iron bars diagonally down from the top, or from just underneath the cross going down, like so, and then you want to replace the black block where the cross, where the rigging appears. So that's that one. Let's do the same on the other side. So going down underneath, like so, and then the black block in there like that. Like I say, you can replace those black blocks at the end. You don't have to, but that's that crane done there, and it's the same process on the other side, the same crane design. So 3rd block out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus blocks at the top, and then 3 rows of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and put the black block in again, and then the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a black block again, and then the rigging again. I don't normally do this on some of my ships, but there ain't a lot to do rigging wise on this one, so I thought I might as well do it. Down to there, and then black block there, and then the rigging again. It's not really rigging, is it? More just pulleys and cables for these sort of things. And then again. There we go, there's our 2 cranes done there. And then just looking at my prototype, not prototype, my notes. So there we go. And then what we want to do is add another mech. And this one goes in front of this box. So 1 block in front of the box. We'll put 3 rows of 2. Like that. So 2, 2, 2. And then we'll join them together across the front, across the back. Like that to connect them all up. And they don't look too bad. So there we are. So that is that mech done there, and then the next is the breakwater. I've not written down where this goes, so I'm just going to go to the prototype a second to work out how far forward it is. So the mech's slightly different design, but there you go. So from the box, we want to go to the 15th block forward of the box to build the breakwater. So just get that in, just go right to the box and go 15 forwards. So box, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And we build our breakwater there. Now the breakwater is basically a wall which diverts water. So the breakwater is 5 wide at the front, so 2 either side. And then you want 3 out, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Not connected, as you can see they're separate, so no connecting blocks is there. So it's 5, 3 each side. And then you want single diagonal blocks going out all the way down the side like that, and then the same the other side. Get out of the way, out of the way. So single blocks going down to the other side. There we go. And then for the front 2 walls, so the 5 wide and 3 wide, you build them to 3 high. And then the rest you build, say about 4 of the single blocks, build them to 2 blocks high, and then the rest can be singles. So 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 there, and there we go. There's our breakwater there. You can use slabs as well to sort of detail this up. So if I get slabs, put 1 there, and then or practically put 2, and then put 2 slabs there, so it creates a more of a subtle drop rather than a sudden. 2 there, 2 there. And there we go, there's the breakwater done there. So that's that bit done there, like so. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to do a quick jump cut while I work out what to do next. And then we shall move on, so back in a moment. Okay, back again. So what we're going to do now, behind the, or in front of the breakwater now, we're going to go and add some chains and things. So from the front of the breakwater, we're going to get the black blocks and go 3 blocks forward, so 1, 2, 3, and then 1 out to the side. We're going to build a C, so 1, 2, 3 across, and 1, 1 like that. So it creates a C shape like that. And then the same the other side, so centre block, then 1 out to the side, build another C. So you've got 2 C's that look like that on the. So you got the centre block in between. So there will be the centre. So there's your 2 C's. And then for the chains themselves, I tend to use. Right, they're stone brick stairs, but you can sort of vary these ones. What the hell are they? Stone brick stairs. There they are. These are what I tend to use. So I'm going to build stone brick stairs in a line back to front of each other. So there's going to be 19 long for these chains. So we're going to put 1, and then 2, and then 3, 4, upside down, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, this is really confusing, that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, so there's 19, I just built the other side, or the other ones the other way around, so as long as you space them out, well they're next to each other but they're sort of back to front of each other, and these sort of represent the chains. If you squint slightly and drink a couple of shots of Jack Daniels, you can probably see a chain appearing, but there you go, so they're 19 long, they're the same length on both sides. So do the from the other C, do the same again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So there we go, there's 19, and then do the same the other direction in the gaps that I haven't built. There we go, there's our 2 lines of chains. Like I say, they are very basic, very crappy, so you know they are what they are. But anyway, at the end of the chains we add a block like so. So recap again, the chains are 19 blocks long, and then at the end add a black block like so, and then around the chains going to add a line of quartz slabs around them like so, so up to the sea like that, and then on the other side as well. So around both sides of each chain do the same like that, and at the end around the back of the black block there put a single slab like that, so do the same on the other side with the other chains, and then up the other side like so, and there we are, there's our 2 chain sets like that. So that's that, and now what we want to do now is to add some small black pillars. Now these things are sort of, well, just random black pillars, so if we go in between the 2 chains and go from the front block or front slab, go about 5 back, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and put a black pillar 3 blocks high there like so, and then each side of the slabs. So if we go on the outside, this is on the right hand side. If we go from the sea and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slabs forward, and then out 2, or out 1 rather, go 1, 2 high, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forward of that, do the same again. So it is very basic detailing, but this is what I sort of use. Oh, I had deck plans and things, but the detailing is very basic, so just do the same the other side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then out 1, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 forward, build 2 like that. And there we go. Like I say, it's very basic detailing because, you know, it's Minecraft. So there we are. So that's that little bit of detail done there. So what we'll do now, we'll go to the very front of the ship. Now there's going to be a raised deck here in this area here. So if we get our wood deck first, we're going to add a deck. So we'll go to the front of the ship on the inside, and I've got hiccups now, which doesn't help. Maybe I shouldn't have had that Jack Daniels, never mind. So from the inside front block here, we're going to build wood in this section here, and we're going to build back 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then white blocks, and then the white blocks go out to the side like so. This would be the end of the sort of the raised platform there. Is there handrails around it? There is. So there we are. There's the deck added there. Well, the deck will be added, then we just add the deck inside like so. So literally it's just a raised deck, nothing special about it. And there we go. And then where the white wall came out to the sides, you just build underneath to build the wall down to deck level, like so. And there we are. You can probably put a ladder there as well if you want to. I don't know if there were stairs or anything, because on the prototype models, pictures and things, there wasn't much detail around that area, so it's up to you how you want to interpret that. You could probably put stairs there if you want to, but I'm just going to leave it. We're going to put handrails around the edge of this, so what we're going to do, get our handrails and build handrails around like so. And up to the middle and around the back like that. And as per usual, if you're familiar with my builds, then you'll know I don't like this. The way this goes, the handrails are on the white, then they go onto the wood, so replace the wood block underneath the handrails with white. This is just a cosmetic thing and it does annoy me, but it has to be done. And there we go, there's our handrails added there like so. Don't look too bad, does it? Right, so that was 6 wood blocks, wasn't it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually it was 5, so it meant to be 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I knew I'd screw that up. See, it's meant to be 6, but I was saying I'd do a jump cut and try and do it again, but because I screwed up, I should do it again. So remove the wall that I had built and then extend the deck by 1 block. Let me just double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I just added the 6 blocks. There we go. Okay. So now we we add the white. God, I hate this job's undone. And then we just add the handrails around like so, and then the blocks underneath. It is Monday after all. There we go, so there's that section done there. Like I say, the detailing is very basic, but it don't look too bad. And that is that raised deck looking like that. So now what we want to do now is where the deck comes down and goes down towards the deck below, we can put a block there like so, so it creates a sort of curve, or a very vague curve, because otherwise it's a very sharp drop down. So just put a block down where that row of 2 is. You've got this row of 2, it goes up, just do the same there like that. And it don't look too bad. Now, on the centre block of the back wall here, so I've just put a red block to mark the centre there. Like that, you're going to put a crane. So get our yellow terracotta again. And on that centre block, one forward of the wall, so one back from the wall, you're going to build a crane. Now this crane is 8 high, so that's one block already. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then down at the bottom we're going to build the crane arm. So 2 blocks up from the bottom we're going to build 4 rows of 3 forwards, or 3 rows of 3 back. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. And there's our crane. And then we'll add some rigging from the top. So from the top block of the crane, just build the rigging down, back, whichever way, like so. And there we go. So that's our little detail done there. Nothing special, but there we go. And then we can also add the black block at the black block at the end, like so. And there we are. There. So there's our detailing. And then what we can do now is add our handrails. So if we go from that block we added a minute ago, we can add the handrails along the edge of the deck. And once again, you can see the handrails sit on top of the wood blocks, which I do not like, but I'll come back and sort those out in a minute. We'll just build the handrails all along the edge first. And I will remove, say, these wood blocks here. I will remove them and replace them with white, like so. But I'll just do the handrails first. All the way along the side of this deck, all the way up to the superstructure back there. So get this job out of the way. There we go, that's one side, and then we just add the blocks underneath the handrails. And there we go, there's that side done, and then, oop, shit, stuck. Do the same on the other side. So handrails all the way back. There we go, handrails done there, and then the blocks underneath, like so. That's when you're building the handrails, you sort of realise how wide the ship is. It's a massive thing, this is. Not the biggest ship I've done, but it's definitely bigger than some. And there we go, there's our handrails done. And that's that job done. One more job to do on this deck, and then we can call it a day, is to add anvils for the bollards. So we're going to put 3 pairs of these down, or actually we could probably do 4 pairs really. So if we go from the front area just to the side of the crane, put them in the corners with the handrails, put a pair there. I'm just doing these at random, so put a pair there, and then about halfway down again, just in front of the, sort of parallel with the end of the chains, and in front of the breakwater, put another pair, and then behind the breakwater, put another pair, and then just to the end by the superstructure, where the superstructure begins, another pair there. So that's 4 pairs in there, and I just did the other side quickly as well. So I want anvils, and then can't see, so they are that side, and then just in front of the breakwater there, and then the last pair at the front, like so. And there we go. And that is the forecastle details done. There's still a handrail to go on later on, but we'll sort those out in part 5. So that's what I'm going to do for part 4 today. The ship is almost done, so part 5, when we come back to do that, would be the lifeboats, portholes on the side of the white section at least, stern pulls, propellers, rudder, and just all small details really, just fitting it out. So also the back end of the ship is cut off because of the rendering, but there we go. So that's what happens when you reload the game and don't go over that area, but then mind. So yeah, like I said, that'll all be for part 5, so we're almost at the very end of this tutorial, and I'm happy. So I'm going to call it a day now. So this is Rich signing off, logging off, disappearing, and I shall return in part 5. So bye for now.